this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and today I want to talk about the two newest characters that are coming to the game, Kylo Ren and Rey. Now that is the Galactic Legends version of Kylo Ren and Rey. Now we don't know what their final names are going to be, we just know that these characters are going to be coming. On a post dated December 6th, we got this update that the two newest editions are going to be what's called a Galactic Legends. Now these are the most powerful characters in the game, and what's interesting about this post is they actually hold back some of the information because it is spoilery, right, for episode 9. Now, is that because the spoiler is going to be, I don't know, that this is the brother and sister from Mortis? Who knows? Probably not, but who knows? Now, currently, as it comes to like character levels, you start off with the marquee. Now, these are the characters that are clearly easily, I mean, they're introduced, they're free to play for the most part, or at least after a cycle. Then you've got raids, legendaries, heroes, journeys, and then epic confrontations. The real question is, where does this new Galactic Legends come from? Where do they fall in, right? Now, part of me feels like this is just a rebranding of the journey guide or the journey characters. The other part of me is like, oh, this has got to be a epic confrontation caliber event, and I kind of feel like it's going to be somewhere between those two. If it's not epic confrontation caliber, it could actually be more difficult. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that it will be, I just think that it could be. I'm kind of hoping that epic confrontation caliber is our highest caliber. I like the difficulty of them. I think it's frustrating, of course, but all challenges are frustrating. But again, we don't know who these characters are. Part of me, if you do look at the characters for the First Order and the Resistance, you know hands down there are a lot of characters that are going to be added to this game. Probably characters that are going to fit along these different levels. We're gonna get marquees, we were told that in the Q&A. It is also likely that we'll get a few legendaries between here and there. Could we get a legendary Snoke? Could we get a legendary like Finn or Poe? That would be very interesting and very cool, actually. It's possible because we know that more and more characters, especially more marquees, are coming to the game. Typically those marquees lead to something else. It doesn't seem like they have a new raid set up just yet, and so with that I do think that it's possible that we could be getting legendary events instead of raid level characters. I think that whatever those characters that we get that will build up, that'll come, you know, in December, probably all the way through June, will be geared towards this. Maybe a handful won't, maybe a handful will be geared towards what's coming after this. But I think that it's very possible that we could be getting a lot of this, a lot of stuff gearing towards these galactic legendary characters. What would be neat, is my mind, is if these were the characters that were introduced or given to us as like the final stages of a relic. Once you were able to level 7 a relic character, you had the opportunity to promote. I'd like to say that it would be a free promotion, but we know it's Capital Games. They are a business. They are not going to give us anything free without a major like catch attached to it. Not to say that leveling up relics is even close to free, because that is a challenge that we all are aware of. But it would be cool if that were the next phase. Right, if you were able to take a general or a Rey Skywalker or a Rey whoever, and up, you know, or if you were to take Jedi Training Rey and then upgrade her to a final new character. Now, what would be cool about that? It could give us a new skin for that Rey. It could give us a new skin for that legendary or that hero's journey character. And this is just their next step. Could we get a CLS that then turned into Luke all emo and black? Possibly. Could we get an Anakin redeemed? Could we get a Jedi Knight Anakin fallen? You know, or a Jedi Knight Anakin Vader? That would be really cool. We don't know yet, and it's unlikely that we'll learn anything about this until 2020. We may get some snippets here and there between now and the end of the year. That's also very possible, but it's more likely going to come in the form of a teaser than a full-out explanation. Now, since this is the journey guide, they're going to give us step-by-step a process, a layout of how to unlock these characters. They're clearly not ready to do that yet, because it sounds like they're also not ready to introduce who else is coming, and that makes a lot of sense. But looking at this, looking at the movies, looking at all the characters leading up to it, we know there are a series of characters that we haven't gotten so far. And let's face it, we don't have Old Man Luke. And why is he not in the game? We don't have a General Leia, right? We have Rolo, right? Pretty awesome. Or concept, at least pretty awesome. We have other Leias. We don't have a General Leia Organa, right? There's a lot of potential there. We have Hux, or we'll get Hux, but we don't have Snoke. We have some really cool First Order characters. We have Phasma, who's okay. We don't have a Cardinal, for those of you who are lovers of the Star Wars novels. Great character. Captain Cardinal is awesome. One of my favorite characters. We don't have a lot of these characters. Now, most of the ones that I'm thinking of could possibly come in the form of a marquee, right? Some of these lower characters, like a Cardinal, like some of the upper echelons of the First Order and of the Resistance. I would be wrong to say that I wouldn't love a Nien Nunb for the Resistance as a fighter, as a character. I would just love him. I think it would be awesome. But I've got to also believe that there are some other legendary characters, and maybe even Hero's Journey characters, that will lead to these epic confrontations, or these Galactic Legends. Now again, I think personally that these Galactic Legends will fall somewhere short of the epic confrontation. And the next epic confrontation will take place after we have unlocked a Galactic Legend. And you would use these two Galactic Legends to unlock a more powerful Galactic Legend in the form of Big Papa Palps. Now, I really like the Sith Trooper character, but one of the things that I've noticed about the Sith Trooper character is that he's got that ability that every time someone dies, he gets more powerful, right? And that seems very much like the Night Sister zombie. And what would be interesting, though, is with the Night Sister zombie, she gets more powerful, or Asajj gets more powerful as Night Sister zombie dies, or as other players die, right? But the Sith Trooper gets more powerful as his own team dies, right? So what's interesting, though, is you only have so many of your own team. I have to believe that there's going to be a character that revives or resurrects, and in that form, I personally believe it's going to either be Darth Palpatine or Snoke. Quite possibly, it could be like a Darth Rey, right, or a Dark Rey, and maybe she's a clone Rey, and I could totally see that, where like if that clone dies, a new clone takes her place. Totally see that, totally possible. But with this new Sith Trooper, it feels more like a Sith. Dark Rey could be Sith. I don't rightly know. But what do you guys think? I think Palpatine's going to have a resurrection ability that when he dies, he comes back, and he dies, and he comes back, and he dies, and he comes back until something stops it. That being said, Sith Trooper, this awesome glass cannon that they've given us, potentially could be amazing with the right partners. I don't know, guys. This whole kit, these whole two characters, this whole concept of Galactic Legends has a lot of potential. I'm really looking forward to seeing what it looks like, and I'm really looking forward to figuring out the final names of these two characters. I do think it's going to be Rey, last name. I do think it's going to be Kylo Ren redeemed. I think that it could very well be Rey, daughter of Mortis, Kylo Ren, son of Mortis, or whatever, son from Mortis. I think that it's very possible that these two characters are going to be cool. I think they're going to be awesome. What will they actually look like? I don't know, but I'm excited to see them, guys. I really am. What do you guys think? If you are new to the channel, like this video, subscribe. It helps the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I do try to respond to all of the comments. And let's talk about this. If you want to help the channel and want to get something free for yourself, check out in the links below. There is a link to an Audible subscription, and you can actually get two free audiobooks and sign up for a month. It's free. Quit within a month. You help me, you help the channel. I get a little bit of a kickback. But there's some great books out there, guys. Wonderful Star Wars books leading up to Episode 9. Great old canon books. And just great books in general. Like, subscribe, share. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. And as always, my friends, smile and stay nerdy.